So you're 22.
Yeah.
You're not a virgin. Okay. If you were a virgin, do you think that any three of us, if we actually knew for a fact that you were in fact a virgin, do you think that we would look down on you?
What do you mean down on me?
As
Like-
in, would we lose respect for you if we knew you were a virgin?
No, but I don't
Right.
think. But okay, yeah, continue. Yeah.
Okay, so no, we wouldn't
no.
look down on you.
No.
Do you think some of us might be impressed or excited or happy about that?
Why would you? You're not gonna fuck me, so doesn't matter.
No, in general, just in general.
Yo.
In
But
general.
like even like I mean, in
This
general,
is what I
like-
mean when I say
Germany, bro.
lacking critical thinking skills,
Damn.
man.
That's not critical
Holy!
thinking, man. That's just asking questions and then not liking the answer.
It's a hypothetical.
You're not
Yeah, but
answering
the
the question that I asked you, though. That's the problem. And see, that shows me that you're unruly. Because I wasn't
Unruly.
unruly, mean like argumentative, unpleasant.
Sorry,
You know,
did
Now we know why that nigga joined the military.
Damn, to get away from you.
No, because you're intentionally trying to derail from. I asked you a yes or no question, which is like to say, do you think that we would think better of you being a
Better
virgin
of me.
at
Okay.
22?
Okay. Better of me for being a virgin, right?
Correct.
I don't think you would.
Okay, so you're saying basically all of human history that has prized the virginity of the woman such that, you know, in many countries they have a betting party where they will like check to see if there's blood on the sheets to verify that the woman was a virgin at birth.
Yeah.
And that has occurred in the continent of Africa, Europe.
Yeah.
So the virginity is prized in the woman. I remember one time I was in Morocco, a woman said, "Hey, Marquette, I'm interested in you for marriage. I just want to let you know that I'm not a virgin." Why did she tell me that? Because it's so prized in her culture that she told me, "I don't want to get the surgery to repair my hymen," because women literally go under the knife to repair and close the hymen because men value the virginity that much. So you're telling me that you don't think today men would be more impressed with you to be a virgin at 22?
No, I don't. But
Hold on.
hey.
That explains. Hold on, dude. That honestly, that answer explains the disconnect with what we were saying about biology, female and male utility.
no, I understand,
etc.
but that's my opinion. I don't think that any of my friends or any male people I know, let's say men people, because male is like.
I feel like in this society though, you become more appealing the less bodies that you have. That's just how it is.
No, in Germany also. I fly to Frankfurt 10 times per year.
You have a crazy puritanistic like way of.
So you're telling me the
that's
average
not it.
German man would not prize an 18-year-old virgin over an 18-year-old who's had
The
10
average
bodies?
German man, no.
Stop
Some German
it.
men.
It's like wearing
probably.
used
Stop
shoes.
it.
How many times do people use the same shoe?
You're telling me someone would rather buy a used car
I'm just
than
saying.
a brand new car?
Do you think younger boys like older women? It's because
they're easy.
No, it's because they're experienced.
No, it's because they're easy. They will fuck straight away.
But I've heard guys say this word for word.
But you, last guy you dated was gay though.
I
just say that because I'm just saying you don't know how to choose guys or interpret them. Like if you're dating a guy who likes man butt, your ability to interpret men is a little off, right?
Yes,
it's a little
All right,
off.
you know what? Let's get a general knowledge base on the panel because I'm really okay. How many of you think men value virgins? Raise of hands.
Of course, people buy virgins for $100.
Don't you do it!
What did she ask?
Keep it
Because I
down.
wasn't- What did she
Okay.
ask?
Do men
How many
value
of you?
virginity?
How many of you think men in general value virgins? Raise
men
of
in
hands if
general,
it's a
definitely.
yes. Okay.
Oh no! Don't raise. Oh, you're raising it all.
You're
late
raising it
now.
now?
Now she's raising it because everyone else raised it.
No, it just
Monkey
took a
see,
minute.
monkey do.
Yeah.
No. It just took a minute to process.
Yo, this
I'm here
podcast
now.
exposes
process.
female nature like on another level, bro.
You're hilarious though because your points, I get it, but like you don't think about logic at all. Just how you feel.
What do you mean?
Like logically speaking, like
Dude,
yes.
logically
where's my
speaking,
car?
a lot of the things you say, I just don't want to get into it too much because you guys just because you just throw things out there without actually making an argument. You just make a metaphor or an example, but an example or a metaphor is not an argument. An argument would be explaining why exactly, let's say, what was the example? Virginity, right?
How about this? What's one thing that's wrong that we haven't made an argument for? Go ahead.
For example, the hierarchy thing. That really stuck with
Hierarchy
me.
about what?
Correct me, please, if I'm wrong, because I don't want to quote you wrong, so please correct
You've
me.
been wrong about a bunch of stuff, but that's fine.
Yep.
No, you just don't like the stuff I said. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said men respect or can recognize a hierarchy better than women do, and that's why men function better than women do, right? because they recognize the hierarchy better.
Men understand competence hierarchies better than women do.
Competence hierarchies.
And we assort ourselves in that way.
Yeah, so that just actually tells me, that's just a premise. Like, how do you explain that?
I can explain that. Can I elaborate on that?
Please.
There's a great book. It's actually written by a woman. It's called How to Play Hardball Like a Man. It explains that the way female children and male children evolve drills in hierarchy. When boys are at unstructured play, meaning they get to go play whatever game they want at recess in primary school, boys play games that require hierarchy. Team sports like football, basketball, you have a position with a clear defined role. There's a captain of the team, someone above you. And there's a such thing as winning. And when you win or lose, it establishes a hierarchy or an imbalance, which boys respect. Conversely, when girls receive unstructured play, they play games that do not require sophisticated teams. They'll play hopscotch. Well, how do you win at hopscotch? You don't. It's not about winning. They play house. They play dolls. How do you win at dolls? You don't win. It's not about winning. It's about the communal experience with one another. And all of the games that they play are egalitarian, meaning there's no hierarchy. There's no hierarchy in hopscotch. There's no hierarchy in playing dolls. And here's the difference between male and female children when observed at play. In a natural state, boys will come to a conflict and they'll say, okay, jump ball, throw the ball up, we'll resolve it that way. They can move the game along. When girls are observed and they have a disagreement at play, you know what they do?
They team up?
They stop playing. They end the game because it's all about the relationship. And if we're not feeling happy about each other, the game has to stop. So that's based on research. That's a book called Hardball for Women by Patricia. And I'll give you one last example. I have an organization of men and I have an organization of women. We build a lot of products and services, right? Our women are lovely. They're producing a cookbook, right? And they assign each woman, okay, you give me 3 recipes, you give me 3 recipes, you give me 3 recipes. They kept having situations where they had to contact me to resolve a stalemate because they couldn't resolve it on their own. Why? Because they're egalitarian. They need to bring in someone in a higher position to fix things. And why did they have issues? Well, I don't like your recipe and your recipe makes too much food. This is supposed to be for one person. And well, your recipe, you're Caribbean. Isn't your recipe supposed to be Caribbean? They're micromanaging each other. And when they couldn't agree, they just stop and freeze up. Whereas men, when they come into a disagreement, all right, take a vote. All right, well, he's the boss. We'll just go with what he said. Or he has more experience in this. We'll go with his expertise. Do you understand why we have hierarchy?
And not only that,
that's
women are
interesting.
way more. And if you look at like consumers or whatever, right? Excuse me. If you look at like voters, most women vote Democrat. Why? Because they tend to be, oh, you get $1, you get $1, you get $1. Men are meritocracy based. You did the best job, John. You get $10. Tom, you did the second best job. Here's $7. Like men are able to establish hierarchies and go off of that. Competence hierarchies for men are very important. And then the last example, they did this where they put Survivor, men on an island, women on an island. The men. Quickly, you're going to go fish, you're going to go build a house, you're going to get fire, you're the best at doing this, etc. They put them in roles, and they were able to succeed and build shelter. The women, they didn't even want to kill the fucking animals to eat. I don't know what to do here, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
This is why
cute.
men are better deductive problem solvers. That's why every invention that you see, all these modern conveniences, all created by men.
But they're not all created by men. But I don't want to get into
Name
that.
one app you use that a woman created.
An app?
A mobile app that you use that a woman created.
Clue.
Take a piss.
Clue?
Clue. It's a period tracking app.
It's a period tracking
So
app.
there's one
That's a
app.
great example. Here's my point with the difference between men and women. When women become entrepreneurs, they always do businesses that are for women. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a cosmetologist. I do lashes. I do all of these things that benefit women. It's like they can't think beyond their nose. Whereas a man creates a product or service, an entrepreneurial venture, it benefits everyone. Everyone can use it.
But
do you see the difference?
No, I don't see the difference because a lot of things men create have only benefited men. Like look at the safety in
this is
cars.
the
Can
issue
I
with,
finish?
like,
Can I
the
finish
chair-
one moment?
hold on,
you've been talking, though. That's the thing.
I just
let
want
other
to say
people
one
talk.
thing.
Go
I
ahead,
just
go
want
ahead. Go ahead.
one
Oh,
little
shit.
thing.
Finish.
Thank you. Just one little thing because I really like the way you referenced like the study. That was amazing. But I don't see how that is. You're welcome. But that does not. I don't think that directly translates to any kind of. I don't know what word he used. I think he used competence, like female and male.
Well,
competence,
just let's say hierarchy.
because, But it's not comparable because their male competence is very important, but so is female competence. As you said, the social aspect was very important, and I'm not saying they're like less important. I'm just saying they're different. So
all he's saying is that women don't respect hierarchy. It's like some women, not all women, but women are prone to not acknowledge the fact that we're not all the same. Some people might be here, and we need to treat them as such.
Even from the beginning of time,
interesting, yeah.
survival. Back in the days, it was the man, the woman, and the kids. In religion, what is it? God, man, woman, kids. It's just simple.
And God is a man.
There you go.
But God is not a
woman.
God is not a man.
God
God's
is the
just God.
Father,
I'm just
Son, Holy
talking
Spirit.
shit.
He's the Spirit.
I'm just talking
Okay,
shit.
Ariana,